at this moment in hockey history, the Nashville Predators currently find themselves in 5th place in the Central Division after 57 games skated. They have a record of 30, 25, and 2, 62 points, has them 2 points behind the 4th place, has them tied with the 4th place St. Louis Blues, and has them 11 points behind the 3rd place Winnipeg Jets for an automatic playoff qualifying spot. I'll update the entirety of the Central Division here momentarily. The Preds on the road, where they have 2 more games left on this 5-game road trip, have an impressive season record of 16, 10, and 2. They scored 176 goals on the year. They've given up 183. Their goal differential is -7. Now, the Preds' next game will be in San Jose against the Sharks, the first of a back-to-back in California, San Jose, and then Anaheim on Sunday. But before we can get into that matchup and the rest of the weekend, let's go back and talk about the Central Division and the most recent stats and standings updates. The Dallas Stars are still in 1st place after 58 games skated. They have 76 points. They are 1 point ahead of the 2nd place Colorado Avalanche. They are 3 points ahead of the 3rd place Winnipeg Jets, and the Winnipeg Jets have skated in 4 fewer games than Dallas and Colorado. Only 54 games. That's the least amount of games skated in the entirety of the Central Division. So with games and points in hand, the Winnipeg Jets have every opportunity to overtake Dallas and Colorado with quite a bit of ease. The 3-team weave looks like it will continue at the top of the Central Division all the way into the final periods of the season. No doubt that 2-3 matchup in the Central, as it has been the last couple of years, is going to be a killer for some team that's had a really, really good season. Now, moving on from who is in the division chase pack to the wild card chase pack, that's going to be St. Louis in 4th place with 62 points, Nashville in 5th place with 62 points, and then Minnesota in 6th place with 58 points, falling off quickly as of late. The Arizona Coyotes are going to be in 7th place with 50 points. Now they have fallen 12 points behind Nashville, and the Chicago Blackhawks continue to be in 8th place where they have been all season long, 33 points on the season. In the wild card, since I mentioned the wild card chase pack, you're going to find the LA Kings, the Seattle Kraken, the Calgary Flames. Those are the teams of note from the Pacific Division that are all involved in the chase right now. LA holds wild card 1. 66 points on the season. St. Louis holds wild card 2 currently with 62 points. First team on the outside looking in is the Nashville Predators at 62, and then Seattle Kraken at 59 points. So again, St. Louis, Nashville, Minnesota from the Central, and it's looking a lot like LA, Seattle, Calgary from the Pacific Division. Those are going to make up, I think, the 6 teams that are the most relevant in the wild card chase pack for this Nashville Predators team. One more game to go on this 5-game road trip. It was make or break, and so far they've made it. After this game in San Jose, they will head off Sunday to take on the Anaheim Ducks. 2 games in less than 24 hours before getting a day off and getting an opportunity to travel home to face off against the Ottawa Senators on Tuesday night. Thursday night against the Minnesota Wild on March the 2nd. We're all ready to march versus the Colorado Avalanche on the 5th of March versus the Montreal Canadiens. The season series between the Preds and the Sharks. This is the hinge game of the series, the 2nd of 3, back on October the 21st, very early in the season. Before we knew just how bad the San Jose Sharks were going to be, the Nashville Predators scored a 5-1 victory over San Jose. UC Saros got the win, 31 out of 32 in the game. Novak had 2 goals. Evangelista had a goal and an assist for 2 points. Sherwood a goal and an assist for 2 points. Nyquist 2 assists in the game. Blackwood got the start for San Jose, 29 out of 34, took the loss. Thomas Hurdle, as he usually does against the Nashville Predators, picked up a goal in that game. These 2 teams will play one more time. It'll happen at Bridgestone Arena. That'll happen on March the 19th. Now, for the San Jose Sharks, I've already alluded to the fact that they are very bad. In case you haven't been tracking, they are 15, 35, and 5 on the season. They have only 35 points. They're 8th in the Pacific Division. They still have 2 more points than the Chicago Blackhawks do at this point in the year. 9, 15, and 2 on home ice is terrible. 116 goals for, 211 goals against is also terrible, and a goal differential of -95. In their most recent stretch of action, let's go back previous to the All-Star break, 131 January 31st. It was a 3-2 overtime loss at Anaheim, and then 2 weeks off before coming back on February the 14th and taking a 1-0 loss at Winnipeg. Then on the 15th, a 6-3 win at Calgary. On the 17th of February, a 4-3 loss versus the Columbus Blue Jackets. And most recently, on the 19th of February, a 4-0 loss versus Vegas, giving up 3 goals early in the first period and really never in that game. When it comes to the NHL rankings in this matchup, updated to this afternoon, the Nashville Predators 3.05 goals per game is 19th in the NHL. The San Jose Sharks at 2.09 goals per game game is 31st in goals against. San Jose is giving up 3.76 per game. That is 32nd, dead last in the NHL, while the Predators are giving up 3.21. That is 20th in the shots for category. Preds are generating 31 on net per game. That's 14th in the NHL. San Jose only generating 25.6 shots on net per game. That is 32nd in the NHL. Same in the shots against category. 35.4 is the most. They are also 32nd rated in that category, while the Predators giving up 30.5 shots per game are rated 20th in the NHL. When it comes to special teams, the Nashville Predators are going to be favored. That's one of the few times we're going to say it all season long. Favored in both of these particular metrics. Power play. Preds converted 18.7%, is 21st overall in the NHL. 37 out of 198 opportunities. The San Jose Sharks power play converting at 17.3%. That's 24th rated in the NHL. 3 spots behind the Preds. Only 23 conversions on the season out of 133 opportunities, so they don't score very many, and they don't earn very many power plays. On the penalty kill, the Predators killing off 75.3%. That's 27th. No, that's not good. 45 power play goals against. That is certainly not good, but it is better than the San Jose Sharks. 74.7% is their kill rate. 29th is their ranking. 45 power play goals against, the same as the Nashville Predators. So when it comes to the rankings and the ratings we just talked about, San Jose is last in the league in 3 of those 6 categories. 31st in a 4th category, 29th in a 5th category, and their highest statistical ranking in the league is 24th in this listing, and that is on the power play. So for the Nashville Predators, this is frankly a game that they must win. Not something I like to say often, because in the NHL you cannot take any opponent lightly, but the Nashville Predators simply need to defeat a team that is so deficient in so many different ways in the rankings and the ratings in the NHL, and also currently has so few victories on the season. When it comes to the individual stats for any of these teams, you'll find some impressive players, and Thomas Hertl always does well against the Nashville Predators. He has 15 goals and 19 assists on the season for 34 points to pace the San Jose Sharks. Mikhail Granlund at 6 goals and 25 assists, 31 points, is second overall in San Jose. Eklund's got 8 goals and 17 assists for 25 points. Zetterlund, 15 goals and 8 assists for 23 points. And Duclair, 11 goals and 8 assists for 19 points. Over on the Nashville Predators side of things, a little bit more impressive in the numbers. The Predators' top scorer, Philip Forsberg, is 21 points ahead of the San Jose Sharks' top scorer. And it's not like the Nashville Predators have a truly dynamic offense. They really don't. Philip Forsberg has 26 goals, 29 assists, 55 points, has fallen 2 points below a point per game pace. That's going to be tough to recapture here in February, when he is supposed to be at his hottest. And this road trip is not treating him as kindly as I had thought it would. Captain Roman Josi, second on the team in scoring, 11 goals, 41 assists for 52 points, catching Forsberg very quickly. O'Reilly, 20 goals and 27 assists, has 47 points. Nyquist at 13 and 30 for 43. And we've got a tie in 5th place for the Nashville Predators in scoring again. Sissons, 15 goals and 14 assists for 29 points. Tommy Novak, 12 goals, 17 assists for 29 points. Wanted to give them both credit because they've both been playing very good hockey as of late, especially on this road trip to this point. In net, UC Saros got the first start, picked up the victory against the Sharks this season, going 31 out of 32 back on October the 21st. And he has a record on the season now, 22, 21, and 2. A lot of 2s in there. 904 is his save percentage. 2.97 is the goals against average with 2 shutouts on the season. Blackwood started against the Preds in the first game of the season, took the loss, going 29 out of 34 on the season. Now his record, 9-18 and 3, and 8.98 save percentage, 3.51 goals against average. It's the 4th of 5 games on this road trip for the Nashville Predators. It is the first of back-to-backs in less than 24 hours for the Nashville Predators, and it is certainly a game that the Nashville Predators cannot look ahead of and cannot take lightly. All of the goals that they have to make this road trip incredibly successful are right there in front of them. They've managed to secure victories in the first 3 stops. Now, what can they accomplish in San Jose and then Anaheim? They need to put all of the pressure on San Jose and come away with the 2 points in this one. That's got you all set up. Another late night start, but we'll be back in the bunker right after that game, breaking it down. Don't worry about a single thing when it comes to that. That's going to do it for the preview. We've got to get to the recap. It's called the Rebirth Sports Full Game Recap, and it's coming up next on the Renegades of Puck podcast.